So over here, I was not particularly bullish about the short-term price action because we're below all the moving averages. But now you see this one over here, the shift, we're testing it. We're testing that moving average to the point where we brought it down and now we're climbing up above it. So there's a breakout. That's coinciding with a breakout in Bitcoin and breakout in everything. So the chances are that the price moves up, that all the sellers have already been exhausted in this asset. All right, so Cardano is a fantastic setup. So we have here, I also get Cardano versus Solana, because I always love seeing like people go, oh, Solana outperformed Cardano. Oh, you're so stupid. This whole way up. Oh, you're so stupid. You're so stupid for having Cardano. And then they just held through this drop. This drop is it's the performance of Solana versus ADA. So that means that the performance of Solana versus ADA, we are at essentially March 2024 levels of. So this whole move up here that people just like clamoring about didn't mean nothing. Now, is it better performing overall? Yeah, of course, it's better performing overall. But most of the people I know didn't buy Solana in 2022, 2021. That didn't happen. But good on them. I hope they sold at the peak, bought at the bottom and sold at the peak. Not. So Cardano, we take a look at the beautiful Cardano chart. Let's just hide this performance indicator I'm working on. This, my friends, is a chart. So we had this run up that happened like everyone did in COVID. All right. We pulled back, and I thought we were going to pull back hella hard, way harder, way more down. We did not. We'd stay sideways for a couple of years. 2022, 2023, 2024, hard years. This price over here, this was Donald Trump recognizing, leader of the Holy Global Empire, that Cardano should be mentioned with the big wigs, because it should be top 10 market cap. And then we had the explosion up. And whereas other assets on that explosion up, I think Solana is a clear example of that one. When was that? January 2024. No, it wasn't this one. What was it? Anyways, it did not give back all of its gains. It just ebbed, as you might imagine. And so you'll notice that these patterns here coincides with the step move up in ADA. All right. So now we're breaking out. We're breaking out of this trend, moving to the upside. All right. Remember, I was telling you before, Peter, that the right angle triangle is far more bullish than the pennant. Mm-hmm. So you could almost call this one almost a pennant. So it's like not sure, and then it broke out, and now it's far more consistent that this is exactly where we need to be. So this breakout, one, we're seeing a breakout in a bunch of altcoins, right? So we have that in SUI, we have that in XRP, we have it in Doge, we have it in a bunch of different assets. So that means because it's breaking out wholesale across a bunch of different altcoins, that's another reason why things are super bullish, right? Liquidity is coming in, and we're seeing it in these more risky spaces. If we're going to take a look at this chart, just technical analysis wise, you got to look at $3 as, $3.30 as we're headed there, right? So what you see over here for, if you're going to do any sort of technical analysis, is that you first do, this is the bottom that it was at. Then we take another trend line over here. So there's a ratchet up effect. And then we have another step change over here. That's a ratchet up effect even more. So once that happens, usually by the third one, it's like pulling a lawnmower. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And then you don't generally get another, well, you could move, but they're going to get steeper and steeper and steeper, right? And so this, you would expect to happen halfway through the cycle, which is exactly where I think we are right now, halfway through the Bitcoin cycle, headed up. If you take a look at the coin, the midnight coin that Cardano is going to be dropping, I mean, There's not a lot of hype around it right now, right? Because there's not a lot of things you can buy with it. But the idea is that we're going to be able to have a Cardano native token, so a token on the Cardano network that provides privacy, a privacy layer on the blockchain to anybody who wants to use it. And you don't need to convert your tokens to the Cardano network in order for it to work. So it'll help onboard Bitcoin and Solana and Avalanche and all these different things. I believe Avalanche is in there. So I'm super excited. Normally, when you have the launch of a token, it's about there's a pre-launch and a pre-mine, and it's about VCs getting their beaks wet and all that, and that's not happening here. And there's something like $10 billion worth. There's this estimated $10 billion worth of Midnight token that's going to be dropped to the network. So that means Cardano people and Bitcoin people and Solana people and Ethereum people and all that are going to wake up with, who knows, hundreds, thousands of dollars worth of Midnight token, utility token, available for them to claim and make money on. So super excited. Cross network and makes me far more bullish on the Cardano network.
Why aren't you putting your indicators on this chart when you're looking at this?
Oh, sure. I could do that. So we have here, let me just make it a little bit clearer for... All right, so you should see the weekly. Well, it was easier to see over there. So you can see here how the price is what's called climbing the waves. So here we climbed above this yellow one. We broke out above it. We broke out above the weekly. We broke out above the seasonal. We broke out above this one as the lustrum. We're starting to claim these moving averages. So over here, I was not particularly bullish about the short-term price action because we're below all the moving averages. But now you see this one over here, the shift, we're testing it. We're testing that moving average to the point where we brought it down and now we're climbing up above it. So there's a breakout. That's coinciding with a breakout in Bitcoin and breakout in everything. So the chances are that the price moves up, that all the sellers have already been exhausted in this asset. So exciting. So excited, Peter.
I might make more in this Cardano move than I'll make on Polymarket. It's up a lot.
Well, to be fair, on the upside potential. So if you were to take a look at this, like I'm about to do an abomination of chart porn over here. So just bear with me.
Okay.
So if you were to see sort of this as a cup and handle, right? Generally speaking, the breakout of a larger pattern is as tall, as deep as the drawdown. So that would make the price prediction for Cardano, I have to extend the chart even more.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You can get $600 on Cardano.
What? By when?
Oh, no way to tell.
Well, if you tell me 30 years, then sure.
Oh, it could be 5 years by next cycle.
Wow.
Which means by this cycle, it could be $22, $40.
Oh my God, I'm retiring if it reaches that amount of money. Head over to sacredprofit.com to get those indicators. Once again, they are free, offered at zero cost. All you have to do is sign up as an affiliate for BitGet or Blowfin. More exchanges to come.